Hi, I'm Jason Roski with the KC Auction Company. I'm going to do a quick preview video of our April Antiques auction, and we have a really interesting collection of things. And let's start out with what's probably the most interesting, unique, and comprehensive collection from a World War II ship I've ever seen. Gentlemen put this all together. There are hundreds of, all of these folios, all these binders are full of either time period photographs, documentation, and or reunions after the fact. But you can see books like this are full of photographs from the time and then from reunions afterwards. But there are hundreds and hundreds of photos from the time frame that you just don't see this kind of depth in a collection like this. Usually somebody has a couple of photographs here and there. He has everything from the mess hall to not behind the scenes, but the workings, gatherings on deck, all kinds of really interesting stuff for the USS Nashville. Just a really, really phenomenal archival collection that we're really excited to offer, and hopefully there's some people like it as much as we do. We don't have a whole lot of traditional type furniture, but this table here with this gorgeous marquetry inlaid top is very cool. Really neat base, but just a great statement piece that you just won't find very often in beautiful condition. And there's a lot of interesting smalls from this big collection of Countryana. Love the good old fishing Creole there, but lots of groups of just interesting antique decorative objects and things that you don't see very often. We'll get more to that. We also have I think all of these textiles on these two shelves are from a collection in Wichita. Really good quilts, really good coverlets. And you can see that, I mean, there's a whole mess of them. It filled up about half of the Suburban when I brought them back. And just a really nice collection, really excited about it. We're also selling 1860 Springfield with the bayonets and an 1830 black powder. A couple of really good antique long arms. Nice condition on both, and they both have plunger rods on them with them. And just nice examples of both. Things you don't see a whole lot anymore. Let's hit the showcase right behind you, Will, while we're over in this direction. Not a whole lot here, but really nice ceramics. These, I believe, are Davenport hand-painted floral pieces. That's a nice little group of three. The second shelf is a fun nesting Mexican pottery dish set. And then below you have earthenware, French jasperware, again, in groups. There could be damage, there's missing lids, things like that. And the bottom are a couple of infant dishes and pie plates, kind of nice group there. Behind William, one of the things that people are always looking for are really good little tables. There are many in this auction, little one-drawer stands. This one's really cool. It's probably from upstate New York. Reverse painted glass game top table, very interesting and really nice piece. Love on this one here, the flame mahogany top. I mean, just gorgeous flame on that. Just really nice. This table back here is unusual because it looks like a really simple primitive form. It actually has an inlaid compass on the top, has inlay on the front as well. So another nice example. A lot of the pieces, a lot of this antique primitive furniture in this auction, they look like just a generic thing, but there's almost always something extra to them. The collector lived in upstate New York and also in Canada for many years. A lot of these pieces are from that region. That's why there's a lot of pieces from Toronto, from Ontario and Nova Scotia, like this pair of chairs, which we believe are 18th century from Nova Scotia, the rocking chairs. Obviously, it's his and hers. I believe his has the two scrolled back slats. This one just has the one. This has an old leather seat that appears to be 150, 200 years old, and it's a replacement. That one doesn't have anything. You can see the holes where it had a strung seat originally. Really great old paint. Just, again, true survivors. You look at these and like, oh, they're just old painted rocking chairs, but they're really early and great forms and quite structurally solid, which is nice. Coming down the row here, oh, really wonderful little pub table. Very nice, elegant, simple. We didn't touch any of the finishes on the furniture. If it's dry, we left it that way. You can absolutely oil it yourself, but some people don't like that. We didn't even put lemon pledge on it. It's exactly how it was collected and saved for decades and then hundreds of years beyond that. So this piece here is getting a lot of interest. The Ontario painted blue bench has the drop lid, so it's a storage box as well. Of course, I knew I would do that. There we go. Probably had arms at one point, but just a great, solid, great old paint. Really, really fun piece. Again, a little bit of the oddball stuff. Got this nice federal style plant stand that's really sweet. And then the Jardin pet. There's nothing back there, ma'am. The Jardiniere has been professionally restored at some point. You cannot tell without a black light, but we have to make sure we mention that to you. Beautiful, beautiful piece though. And great statement piece in so many homes. This is fun. We didn't realize what this was until looking at it more closely. This is actually a pattern for a hooked rug. It's the old burlap substrate, and this would be so that you take your red and you outline the horse, then you take your browns and reds and do the horse with the mane and everything else. So if you follow that, you get a hooked rug that's showing that as well. Paintings up here are coming soon. We have our best art auction ever coming in the next month or so. I'm pretty excited about that. Wonderful group of jewelry. I'm not going to go too much in that right now, but a couple of nice 1-carat diamonds in the group, a lot of silver jewelry, beads, all kinds of just really wonderful objects from many different consigners, and excited about all of that. Over here we have this great day bed, 1820 or so. What's wonderful about it is it's very sturdy and quite solid, has an old ticking mattress. He actually redid the interior, he reinforced it so that it can be used every day and not worry about it having any issues. Lay on there, sleep on there, use it as a bench. Absolutely wonderful. No problems at all, no concerns. And my favorite quilt in the auction is on it. It's a kind of a generic, geometric pattern, but look at how small those diamonds are. They're, just very tiny. So there's a lot of handwork in this. And I like the contrast with the cream and the black and the red and green and blue. Just a lot of neat little pieces right there. Some interesting artwork like these regional pieces. These are all by the artist Lamont. This one is signed. They're obviously done by the same hand. Don't know anything about them except they're well done. The Native American chief is a great painting. I'm trying to blink on the artist on that. Sauerbrunn, I think. Again, more really good European pottery, French or Middle Eastern Europe. Wonderful pieces. Like the Deco bronze. And then we have another group of bronzes over here from one collection that just have a great look to them. Nice collector pieces, great decorative objects. This is interesting. In the pictures, it looks like a basket. When I saw it in the house, it looked like a basket. But it's a piece of pottery. And it sounds like there might be a crack in it. Well, maybe not. But really, it looks like a Native American basket. It's even incised on the top to look like woven grass. So you actually get shadow play, which you don't expect on a piece of pottery. Just a really cool piece. Very unusual. Really good books. Very interesting pieces there. And then what's in, these are fun. These are also from the estate that had the quilts. These were bought at Marshall Fields in the 1920s. They're all made in Germany. And you have your own menagerie right there. Really a fun, not quite a Noah's Ark scene because there's only one of each animal, but still really, really fun. Good early redware. Love the spiced tea set, the Singapore Brothers. The tinder lighter is really great. The decoy is really interesting. I'm going to pull that out. I've not seen one of these before. It's actually a carved wood body with a canvas wrap around it that's been painted. I've never seen one like this before. It's always been just the body that's been painted. I've never seen them actually wrap it with canvas and paint that as well. Very, very interesting piece. Let's head downstairs where all the furniture is. which is where the majority of this auction is at. We're having work done upstairs, so we couldn't bring as much up there as we'd like to. But we have, really interesting, little like the old laundry basket. That's just a fun decorative piece. Good early Federal bullseye mirror, has some issues on it, but good looking. Love the old attorney at law sign. But then the furniture is really the star of this auction. A lot of early painted pieces, really good condition. But again, we wiped off dust, but that's about the extent of what we did. We didn't polish anything, we didn't oil anything, we didn't wax anything. We'll let you guys decide what you do or don't want to do with that. Great little, love this little turned leg table with the breadboard ends. You don't see those very often. Painted tin. There's a little bit of mission oak, really nice desk. Solid, love the cutout bookshelves. Nice little working drawer on this side. Great little workspace for your apartment or home, or I need just some place in the kitchen that you have some extra space, be perfect for that as well. More painted appearances. People love or hate this green. I kind of like it, but we've had people absolutely love it, and others been like, I can't imagine putting that anywhere in my house. Painted cabinets there are fun. Just gotta make sure I'm not backing into anything. These are wonderful. These cast iron enameled bar stools with the original wood tops. Of course, I don't want to pull it now. The whole top just sits in. Good early stools though. One is a wonderful chest of drawers here. One of the few pieces that has a nice finish to it. This is from a different consignor, but it works perfectly with this collection. I think it's an early Missouri piece based upon just how it's crafted, the woods used on it, the proportions. It just has that Marshall, Missouri look and feel to me. I don't know why Marshall sticks out, but it's just a good early 1840s, 1860s chest. Great piece. Something else that's a lot of fun is the old trash can. Absolutely original finish on there. We obviously didn't do a thing to it, but people love it. Again, people either love it or hate it, but those who love it really do love it. Love the little child or doll-sized rocking chair. Again, more of that survivor stuff. A lot of people would have thrown this away 100 years ago and it started to get damaged like this, but they're like, oh no, that was little Timmy's and we got to keep it. So they just kept it, and love that it still has the arms. Nice, another game table or pub table. These mission oak chairs are a little bit different. The slats on the backs have this little like wavy scroll all the way up and down, which is something I've never seen before. Just a neat set of chairs. Another Empire era chest. More decorative objects. A lot of good old crockery, stoneware in the auction. Make sure you look at all those. Need a little rake. Got a little bit of cleaning to do. These storms knock down branches in your yard. You wouldn't obviously want to use this, but it's one of the biggest rakes I've ever seen. And just a great graphic piece. I mean, you can see this on a big wall in a warehouse or in a restaurant, just as a big statement piece. This step back is really great. Again, another early piece, an old paint that has just a phenomenal look to it, and very usable. I mean, the open shelves on top, drawers, cupboards on the bottom, store display, really great. And these wonderful French pots with the stripes are great. This is a pretty hard to find piece. The slide-in grease tray. You don't see those very often. Love the set of 6 green shutters. These are off of a house in Pennsylvania. It's built around circa 1820 is what the consignor thought, was told, and that's just looking at them. That's what we kind of feel too. Great old green paint on them. Probably the rarest piece in the auction is this rack on the wall. It is a legit early 19th century gun rack I've never seen one ever decorated as strongly as this. Obviously, you don't need to put guns in there. I mean, it would hold long guns if you wanted it to. But it's just so over the top with this Pennsylvania Dutch type decoration, brilliant colors. And again, we didn't touch it at all. We just want to, present it as it is and let you decide if you want to clean it at all, how far you want to go, those kinds of things. Has the lollipops on the end here. Those haven't broken off. There is a damaged bracket there, or gone bracket, but overall it's in spectacular condition. Has the 3 little drawers on top. Just a neat piece, something I've never seen or had one before, and excited to offer it and see what you guys think of it too. The driftwood furniture, the consignor actually built when he lived in Nova Scotia. He picked the driftwood himself, created all these pieces. Very sturdy, very sittable, no issues at all. Just a fun folk art set of patio furniture. Decoy, wooden boxes, kitchen cabinets. This screen door is wonderful, 1860s, 1880s. Again, probably from Pennsylvania. You don't see very many big stick and ball pieces like this. Oversized door, really nice. Another good looking 2/3 chest with a painted board top, just a really nice thing. This is really cool. This tool chest, just kind of a standard generic tool chest, except the inside of the lid has a folk art landscape painting on it. Never seen that before. Just a super cool thing. You can clean up the box if you want to, polish it out a little bit, but we just thought it was so cool to have that and have that part of a tool chest. The only person who would ever see that was the guy whose tools were in there when he was working on a project, either for work or for his wife or family. Pretty neat thing. Another interesting piece of the old pool cue rack, 1880s, 1890s, painted red, good old piece right there. Kind of working my way back to some of my favorite pieces in the auction. Before we get to the last couple of the humdingers, this is really fun. Again, more from that 1820s era house is this fan that's been connected to the handrails that have been mounted all together to create this mirror. Really interesting piece here. Love this chest here with the 4 drawers. This looks like somebody just made it over the winter because they had scrap wood and they needed a thing to hold stuff for Ma, and so they created it. And just a fun primitive right there. This little railroad depot table is really cool. Postmaster, that's right. Postmaster's desk is really cool. It's a nice couple of nice good drawers on it. But what's really fun about it is on the back side. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but it has all of this carved graffiti like a school desk. Let me see if I can throw some light on there. All this stuff is carved in here. Just kind of a fun piece. And, my guess is that, nobody will ever see this when it's in your home. It'll go against the wall, but it's a great little secret for you to have. And just makes it a little bit more of an interesting piece of furniture for sure. And again, just a really good size, very workable, very usable, and ready to be, treated out as you want it to be. Probably the nicest piece of furniture in the auction is this harvest table, the canted legs with the chamfered sides, the nice drawer, the great old paint, 3-board top, 1820s or so. Just a wonderful early harvest table. By far the best one we've sold in at least a decade, and just excited about what that brings. And I love to see the people who collect these things. We've had several people come in here in Kansas City to look at pieces in person because they just, even if you're not going to buy everything in the auction, which nobody is, to see it and see what else is out there and compare your collections to theirs is always fun to do. 6-board chest, little hand-decorated trunk. Rand McNally globe is fun. Wooden horse weather vane, all kinds of. Love the big demijohn in the iron frame basket there. Pie safe with the screen doors. Stacked nesting boxes are contemporary but wonderful. This is fun. Old shooting gallery that the consignor's dad made this stand for, so you could actually see them in action. And it's kind of fun to have 3 of them. It's just a great graphic piece. You could leave it like this, or you could make this such that you could mount it on the wall, all kinds of fun stuff. Another really nice little painting. It has a couple of cows in the distance, pretty interesting. This cabinet here, if you have the space, you kind of have to buy this because there's just not a lot of cabinets this size available in the market. It's over long for as high as it is. So it'd be perfect in a big family room to mount your TV above or sit your. Yeah, no, I think not. Nobody wants to see beached whale in the video. But I just think it's a great piece, a great size. Am I too far over? But yeah, it's just a wonderful size. If you have the right location, it's just a cabinet you cannot find regularly. I've been doing this for been married for 30 years and doing this longer than I've been married, and I've never seen a cabinet this size before, especially a good antique one. And again, like I said, with flat screen TVs, it'd be perfect, or to hang a really interesting painting above it, obviously, but just a neat piece and tons of storage. Like you could put all of your Christmas china inside of there and only see it when you wanted to.